Hey everyone, welcome back to the basement, and today we're checking out my new Synology NAS. This is the DS425 Plus. There's reasons why I upgraded to this, and there's reasons why you may not want to. So we're going to talk about that as I do a review on this. So I got this DS425 Plus to replace my DS423. I know it's only a couple year upgrade, but there are some reasons why I did this. And you can see that it looks really good inside my server rack also. The differences in features between the DS423 and the 425 Plus was enough of an upgrade for me that it was worth it to go ahead and do this. The first upgrade that made this worthwhile to me, and probably the biggest one, is the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port. Going from a 1 gigabit to a 2.5, massive difference in transfer speeds. This is the first time in the 400 series that Synology's released an upgrade beyond a 1 gigabit port. The second thing on the bottom here is the NVMe drives. The 423 that I had, not the 423 Plus, the 423 that I had did not have the NVMe drive. The 425 Plus also allows me to upgrade the RAM. 423 didn't. It wasn't a big deal for what I used my NAS for, but this did allow me to add another 4 gigabits of RAM onto it. So that gives me a total of 6 gigabits RAM. And the final thing that I really liked and wanted to upgrade to is the front-loading disk trays. Now, we have to have a serious conversation about Synology, because what they did in their 2025 machines is they basically locked them down, and you can only use Synology drives in there. Now, when it comes to the hard drives, that's not really a big deal. They're right in price line with everybody else. But the NVMe drives, they're a little bit more expensive than comparable NVMe drives. For me, not a stopping point. I already had all my Synology hard disk drives from my 423. So I was able to just transfer them over. And the transfer, super easy. If you're moving from one Synology to another, you basically put the drives in the order, and it'll come up and says migrate. You click the button and it migrates all your systems over, and your DSM is ready to go for you. You do have to make sure that you're on the most updated DSM when you do this stuff. But what you want to know is, would I recommend it or would I buy it again? And I honestly would buy this again. I've been looking to upgrade the machine. I really wanted to see what came out in 2025. And honestly, when they put the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port on there, I was sold right there. Getting the front loading system and the read-write cache from the NVMe, that's great. One thing I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that Synology locked them down, and you really have to buy their Synology drives to make the machines work. But I can live with that because I already had the Synology drive, so I just had to buy the 2 NVMe drives. And if you've used Synology before and you're comfortable with DSM and you have those Synology drives, this is pretty much a no-brainer upgrade. The 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, I know I keep going back to that. That's a big selling point. That's huge. I've been using Synology now for about 6 years. I started out with a 419, I believe it was, and I've gotten to the 423. I'm now at the 425 Plus. I've been very pleased with this. There's a lot you can do with these Synology machines. This works perfectly for my case scenario. And honestly, if you don't have a problem buying the Synology drives, I would really use Synology. It's very user-friendly. The machines are well designed, they're upgradable, and they overall just work well. It's a great addition to my server rack and will be a great addition to yours also. So as always, I hope these short reviews help with your purchasing decision, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your shopping day.